Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're on the second stop of my Eastern Kentucky Mountain Series, and we're here at RAX Roast Beef, the last one left in Kentucky and one of only 5 that I know of left in the United States. Kind of like an Arby's roast beef, but a higher quality. I can guarantee you that because I saw some video on it that has been done recently, and their game is way above an Arby's. RAX Roast Beef at one point in the late 70s had over 500 stores across the United States and went bankrupt in the early 80s. This is the only one left in Kentucky. They used to be all over Louisville. Let me tell you a little bit about where we're at in Harlan, okay? Harlan is a very historical town. Back in the 30s, they had what was called the Harlan County War. You had coal miners that were trying to fight to unionize, wanted higher wages, and they were confronting the owners, administrations of the coal mines across the county. The coal mine companies hired outside thugs to come in and battle the coal miners to make them go back to work and break the strike, and it just kept escalating until it was actually 2 large armed forces opposing each other. Lots of casualties and deaths. Law enforcement stepped in, couldn't stop it. The governor at the time finally had to call out the National Guard to come in and finally put down the hostilities. It went on for several years, and this area at that time became known as Bloody Harlan. It's nice and peaceful today. A historic downtown with all kinds of shops to visit, different recreational activities here. It's just beautiful, picturesque town just tucked away right in the middle of the mountains. All right, let's go on in. Enough of this gum flapping. Let's go on in there and get some of this RAX roast beef. All right, let's go on in here. Open 7 days a week. Look at that. Welcome to Kentucky's only RAX.
Ow!
You okay?
You just slammed me into the door.
Sorry. All right, let's go on in here. There was something here on the menu board I wanted to show you. See, these aren't your typical, like an Arby's sandwich. These are like big fat boy type sandwiches here. Plus, I think they got a pretty extensive menu. If you look here at the menu board, it's pretty big. A lot of choices, salads. All kinds of different salads. Look at there, since 1983. Only RAX restaurant in Kentucky. All right. This is a very unique restaurant. You see, got a lot of old time pictures up here. Look at there. Let me see if I can get it without the sunlight shining on it. You see there, that's when they were building and opening this RAX in 1983. Big main dining room here. Pretty big. It looks a lot bigger. I'm sorry, it's a lot bigger than what it looks like from the outside. And we got a nice Wall of paintings here, picturesque prints. Kentucky Wildcats. You ain't gonna see no Louisville Cardinal pictures down here, that's for sure. All right, before we get going, I'm gonna show you everything we got before we tear into it. Mary's got a chicken salad, trying to be healthy, and a little turkey sandwich, turkey club, I think. I've got what was that called? The King RAX. It's got all the fixings, lettuce, tomato, onion, and a 1/4 pound of roast beef on a hoagie bun. Also got their regular, would be like comparable to like a Arby's regular. We got an appetizer of potato skins with cheese and bacon, cheese sticks. Melissa got the chicken finger platter, which comes with mash and gravy and green beans. Go ahead, Melissa, hit them mashed potatoes and gravy. Tell me if that's real mash. Man, this is exciting for me. And by the way, I have had, I don't know how many people have reached out wanting me to review this place. I've been wanting to come here for years, but it took me to be able to do a series down here to be able to finally get here.
It's got a really good gravy. Kind of like a KFC type gravy.
Can I try?
Yeah.
You're right. It does remind me of the old KFC gravy.
Yeah.
And look at that salad. It's got everything in it. Broccoli, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots. All right, we'll go ahead and get in here. I'm about ready to drop kick somebody if I don't get a bite of this. All right, let me go ahead and get into this. And they got their RAX barbecue sauce. We'll just go ahead and put that on first. And I want to taste it with just that sauce first. And then it's got the mayonnaise. Man, this is heavy. I'd say with all the fixings and everything, you're talking at least a 1/2 pound. And that sauce, good and tangy. Good fluffy hoagie bun. All right, before I go on, I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these tater skins in here. Quit fronting. Listen, you're gonna love these. They're crunchy. You know, it's got the skin of the potato on there. I don't know how they do it, but they're crunchy, but not burnt at all. Really good. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 7 weeks after the tornado came through Louisville. I just took a drive through my neighborhood, and as you can see, there's all kinds of houses that have yet to be touched by the roofers that have been contracted. They either took the money and ran, or they got their money up front and they're taking their sweet time on fixing your roof. I tried to tell y'all before this tornado, you gotta call Morley Roofing, been in business since 1981. Does not take your money until after the job is done, and then you get a 22% discount on your out-of-pocket expense.
If your roof looks poorly, call Morley.
All right, Melissa, what do you think of them chicken fingers? Mary over at crumb snatching.
Leave me alone.
Like you over there like the Grinch that stole Christmas.
You're good. I like the breading. I do good.
All right, now that we've had it regular, let's just go ahead and accentuate with some amazing grace. Y'all down here in Eastern Kentucky, y'all don't know nothing about this Grace hot sauce. It comes from Jamaica. It's kind of like a Frank's or a Louisiana, but it's another notch hotter. Gotta wash it down, a little diet. All right, I gotta go back to these potato skins. Look there, look at all that bacon. Fresh bacon, cheese, accentuated and saved by grace.
Oh, gross.
All right, look at there. We can't waste this cheesy bacon goodness. Look at there. I'm gonna scoop every bit of it. And of course, we're gonna accentuate it. This is gonna be the best bite of all time right here. All right, let me go ahead and try one of these cheese sticks with the marinara. Just a mozzarella cheese stick. Good tangy marinara. What fast food cheese sticks do we get that we like? Moby Dick?
White
No,
Castle.
no, yeah,
White Castle, yep. These are right up in that league. All right. Now I'm moving along to my regular roast beef. I took the onion off of Mary's salad. Extra onion. Go ahead and just slather it in that RAX roast beef barbecue sauce. I ain't even gonna front. Go ahead and accentuate it with grace. That's a nice little sandwich there. I think it was $2.99 or something. Dip it in some of that cheese. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I'm gonna sleep like a fat baby tonight up on Pine Mountain. All right, so I couldn't bear to throw away my cup. These are like collector's items. Only one left in Kentucky, so I'm gonna save these for sure. Anyway, I loved everything. Even the salad was really good. The quality of the sandwiches it's not like a fast food place. And all the ladies here are just as nice as they can be. So if you're down here in the mountains like Pineville, Harlan, Pikeville, Pineville, you definitely got to come in here and stop at RAX because it's the only one left and you don't know how long this one's going to be here. All right, so we're going to be leaving here, going to Isom tomorrow, Pikeville, Prestonburg on the way home. All right, we're here at a cave. You can see that it was probably used by Native Americans. You can see where they used to have campfires under here. I'm gonna go on back up in there. Hopefully I don't run into a bear. I think I heard one.
I'm gonna kill myself.
All right, you stay right there, Mary. If I don't come back, go get help.
Bro's not the main character. Dad, stop. Dad. Oh my gosh.
Ah!
You're not funny.
With that, y'all don't know nothing about this RAX roast beef.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.